Morning, y'all. Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punchwally Garage and Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? Doing all right? So, when I do this show, it's 3:33. I love you, Mama. 3:33 a.m. and I will post it around 7 a.m. That way, I figure y'all are moving around, eating breakfast, getting ready for the day, and the show's usually 9 or 10 minutes, so hopefully it's a boost to getting you ready, giving you a little inspiration to go do your best, be the best version of you. Today is Wednesday, Wednesday, November 29th, 2023, year of our Lord. We got these tumblers. See, it's got my logo in silver on there. These tumblers are really cool. They got that on the bottom. They're on my website, Strokers Dallas Merch, MERCH.com. They keep stuff hot. They keep ice cold. Wouldn't kill you to buy one. In my life, the 365 project, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine, goes back to the 1960s. So back then, remember when we were kids, we watched cartoons. So in our house, me and my brother Randy were 11 months apart. We watched cartoons early in the morning while we were eating cereal. And we also read the cereal box while we were eating cereal. Now, you're watching my show this morning while you're eating breakfast. But that ain't the way it used to be. This technology stuff is great and it's cool and it's neat. But it wasn't here forever. What was your favorite cartoon that you watched? Here's some of them. You had the Looney Tunes and you had the Hanna-Barbera. Heckle and Jekyll, Foghorn Leghorn, Top Cat, Mr. Magoo. Oh, Magoo, you've done it again. Clutch Cargo with his pals, Spinner and Paddlefoot. Flintstones, Yogi Bear, Jetsons, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, Rocky and Bullwinkle. But within the Rocky and Bullwinkle show, you had Mr. Peabody and his pet boy Sherman. That was my favorite. Thus the reason I call it the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine. He had the Wayback Machine to take Sherman back into time to learn lessons. What was your favorite cartoon? I'd like to know. Put her down there. Let's check that truck. Check that truck. Woo! Hey, look what you got here. You got some more Woolrich. So these are gray plaid with red and gold stripes. 2 vent hose. Black medallion. White toe, white sew. Double black racing stripe. Gray shoestrings. 1 eye down. Double knotted for safety. These shoes will keep my feet warm today. That's okay. Warm is good. Slang. You chiseler. Chiseler was basically a con man. Remember in Three Stooges, speaking of cartoons, when Three Stooges would come on Icky Twerp Slam Bang Theater, there was a lot of chiselers in the Three Stooges. Con man, somebody working an angle, a crook, a cheater. Dad joke. You're old when you go to an antique shop and you remember buying all that stuff when it was new. I went to an antique shop with my pop 15, 20 years ago, and we're walking through there out in Abilene, Texas, and I thought, I had this in my first house. I had this when me and Sue first got married. I had an icebox just like this. That's how you know you're old. Motivational Minute. Success is walking away from failure with no loss of enthusiasm. So what does that mean, Mr. Fairless? That means we're all going to fail. You ain't going to win every time. So if you can experience failure, learn from it. Learn, okay, now what happened there? What do we do here? How do we keep that from happening again? And don't lose your enthusiasm. Just keep pushing it, man. Okay? You can do it. I'll help you. Every morning we're going to talk like this. You know, I'm going to do this about Southern talking. This is what they used to say when we were kids. If you do it once, it's cute. If you do it twice, it's a spanking. I want to give a shout out to Jim Bondurant from Stringer, Oklahoma. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name there, Jim. Jim had a Honda SL 125. Big shot. I only had a 100. He started with a 125. And he had that at 14 years old. Jim rode his bike out here one time a few years ago, and he hopes to ride it back out here. I want you to ride your bike back out here, or your car, Jim. Jim, we got plenty of parking for cars. This place is not just motorcycles. We about people. I like to meet people. I like to shake people's hands. I love to shake your hand. I'd love you to come see me. If I'm not on your bucket list, you might want to put me on there. Okay, my email, rick@strokersdallas.com. That's how Jim got a hold of me yesterday. Told me his story. I appreciate that very much. Christmas is almost here. Time to start getting serious about Christmas shopping. I like to be on that list. You've got to do it. You might as well do it with somebody like me that appreciates you. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. You remember the band, the Monkees? You know, that was a TV band. They weren't a band and TV found them. TV producers put all these four guys together and made a band because they wanted them in a TV show. And it worked pretty good. But one of the band members was Michael Nesmith. Did you know that his mom invented liquid paper? You remember that? That correction thing? Heck, I think I still got some in my drawer here. Probably from the 70s. His mom invented that. I bet she made more money inventing liquid paper than he did doing a TV show. I'll bet you. All right, Rick Fairless. I want you to check out Strokers Dallas merch, merch.com. Don't be a chiseler. Love you, bye.